Welcome, Simulation Talk 334. Apologies for the slight delay. Welcome to everybody on TikTok as well. What up, Yoni? Good to see you. Yeah, today's probably going to be a pretty quick one. Let me do this. There you go. What up, Jacob? Good to see you. Let me set the website here. You guys want to check out codeofreality.com. There you go. Crypto trails. I like it. What up, Guru? How you doing, my brother? Thank you. If you guys want to follow on Twitch, it's LaserX83. Elysium, how are you doing? Kathy. Okay. So like I said, today I think it's going to be relatively short. But if you guys want to, we'll discuss a few things. And tomorrow I'll be having incredible Andres Gomez on the pod. It's going to be released a couple of weeks from then. If you guys have any particular questions that you want me to ask Andres, put them on Discord or here tonight, and I'll consider them. What up, Sadasi? Jules, how are you, my brother? Jose. Good to see everybody. Thank you, Guru, for notifying everyone. Okay, we'll still start the channel, the stage on Discord, just so people can join if they want to. The stage, boom, boom. Stage is now officially open on Discord. Beautiful. Today I'll be doing a lot less announcements, just because today is going to be relatively short episodes. Kathy, how are you? Locks. $111 My Brighton is in the house. Locked in buffering advert. Cool. What up, Jessica? Good to see you. Okay. So, what can we get into today in the short time that we have today? Like I said, if you're just joining, tomorrow I'll have Andres Gomez on the pod. And if you want me to ask him any particular questions, I am taking audience questions. Obviously, with preference to all the members. How are you doing, April? Good to see you. Yeah, children out in the background. That's what happens. Okay, so we're going to remind you guys that we are, Nico, how are you, my friend? Trying to focus more on human experience-based conversations in the next few, maybe even until the end of the year. Again, we undoubtedly always drift towards the regular subjects we talk about. Thank you so much, brother. But I like to start with conversations around the human experience. what it's like to be you in this world. Is it good? Is it bad? Why? Can we talk about particular things that have to do with some conundrums or questions you might have about human interaction with groups, with people, or just things that you feel like you're confused about this world? Let's break it apart. Let's think about it. How are you? I'm being glad. It's good to see you. Indeed. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. And again, if you guys want to follow on Twitch and help our Twitch channel grow, go to LaserX83 on Twitch, and you'll have it there. Gödel's theorem. Something you want me to ask Andres? Good to have you, Kathy. Or you want to talk about Gödel's theorem? It's funny that almost anybody who quotes it usually seems to be misunderstanding it. Also, there's so much there that is just weirdly not generalized. Like even by mathematicians, they take it to be some kind of a like spooky property of mathematics or something. Sometimes that's what it feels like. When in reality, is what it really is the problem of self-reference. That's really all. I mean, all it is not saying much, but it's what it is ultimately at bottom. I want Andres to elaborate on his liquid crystal node. Model of the brain. Okay, great. If you guys don't know, Andres Gomez is the founder of QRI, Qualia Research Institute, brilliant guy, background in mathematics, and they're doing incredible work with the phenomenology of psychedelics and how it connects to the architecture of our inner experience, hyperbolic plane, geometries, things like this. So if you guys have any interesting questions for him, please let me know and I will consider asking him those questions. That's a great question, Nico. Ask Andres to clarify his liquid crystals model. Great. Questions for Andres. Good question. And when you're saying Gödel's theorem, wild to get you live. Well, I'm glad you're here. Nico, why did you just say like tongue in cheek the Gödel's theorem because of the paper about the simulation, or why? You know, because I was never in academia proper. Now that I'm discovering how many papers are written that are just, is the word nonsense strong? Too strong? No, like they're just nonsense, like incoherent, not thought through at all, just garbage, just truly like garbage in terms of intellectual work that went into it to actually think about what you're actually saying in the paper. The amount of papers that I'm seeing that are just truly garbage that people take seriously, and well, I mean, I get it because it's like a title, right? That you can put in a post, but it's just so crazy. Are most people in academia just stupid? Like, I don't. What is this? Crazy. Tell my mind because it was used in the argue against the simulation theorem. Yeah. And by the way, that's not even, it's not even their idea. It's basically Penrose's idea. But again, that idea you should, you know, he bases ideas on the wave function collapse, which of course never collapses, but even whatever it is that is equivalent to what we call the wave function collapse, there's something there. So it's like it's easy to think of it as just computationally irreducible. So there's something your brain is doing to you on your end. So what? Okay, so Penrose's position is, and this is some part of the argument in core OR microtubules theory, is that the reason we know that the brain is doing something more or different than computation is because computationally there's certain truths that we can't prove, and yet the brain knows if it is true or not. So the P versus non-P problem, and somehow the brain knows, it somehow circumvents that. Well, another hypothesis there is that however it appears to you, the fact that you're cognizing that is a process that was computed outside of your ability to view the computation. So it is computed in some parallel space that maybe utilizes the quantum effect actually, but basically it kind of gathers information from all the worlds at once. So, but your purview, your personal perception is always existing in one world line, but maybe it borrows from many world lines. So you gather the information that way, but you don't actually, you're not aware of it. Now that is still a pretty wild assumption, of course, but at least you're basically saying this is the part of the brain doing a quantum computation. Your conscious awareness doesn't have access to a quantum computation. So it's still computation, it's just quantum computation. Here's an explanation. I don't know. I'm sure it's testable somehow. How do we get Jonathan Godred? I think it's Gerard. Like Godred is so good. I would love to have him on. I would love to have him on. You want to help me with this, Nico? You have some credentials. So if you reach out to him, it will feel a certain way. I definitely am interested. You can even say, Danny asked me to reach out because he knew that you might actually pay attention to him. Like, I don't mind you saying that even. I would love to talk to him. This would be a fascinating conversation. Nakisa asked me about Bashar, but I realize now that I heard you talking about him. Yeah, just don't remember what exactly you were saying. That from all the people claiming all kinds of things, I do have respect for him, because when he was asked if he thinks that he's actually channeling Bashar, he said, "I don't know," like the person. What's his name? And that gained him a lot of respect points from me. He just said that the work speaks for itself because it makes helps people, which I get it. So this guy spin a mirror with a laser and made a perfect line around the room. Made me think it might be possible with what you are doing. He spun a mirror. What is the mirror doing? Maybe I'm missing something. You have to spin the light. Or maybe there's some engineering thing that I don't understand there. But we spun the light. We spun the. It's not really doing much. They're ego driven. Well, everybody are ego driven. The next part, yeah. So right now, we're not appreciate you, Ambient Glass. Ambient is saying eagerly waiting for the next part of your hypothesis. I'm not so much interested right now to bring develop more hypotheses. I want to test the ones we have. That's hopefully we'll have some answers that would be interesting. So like what I say, yeah. He just pointed the laser at a spinning mirror. But why would it spin? The mirror would only reflect the light when it's passing across its path. So it wouldn't really it wouldn't actually create a smear on the wall. This is why I'm saying maybe I'm missing something here. Am I missing something here, Nico? Sounds like it's shining a laser on a mirror that is spinning on an axis, which protects the light. Protects the light? I think he means that it kind of spreads it, but for that to happen, you need to have the laser on one side of a fan, let's say, and just spin it, and then that would create a line. Double-sided mirror? What would that do? Absolutely love it when you talk about the different beings that you encounter. I know that's something you think. I you think nothing of it, but that's so interesting. I appreciate it. Yeah, I sometimes talk about it because I know people really want me to talk about it, but because he made it spin on a drill and it made a perfect line around the room. So yeah, engineering, like, it doesn't make sense. So like if you spin it on a drill, the mirror, it doesn't matter really what you do to the mirror. If the laser is not moving, right? So basically you have a laser shining on the mirror returning it to the wall. But if you're spinning the mirror, it's not doing anything to the light because the source of the light is what needs to be moving. So I'm not sure what the mirror has anything to do with it. But we already did it on the drill, just so you know. We took the laser, we put it on the drill with the X, and we spun it. Doesn't do much. You don't really see much more with that. Can't remember, can't find the info. Remember mirrors, but let me see. Uh Laser shining on a spinning mirror. There might be something here that I'm simply truly just not getting my mind around, but I laser mirror sound. Oh, it's sound okay. Oh, okay. Got it. So it's I think you're talking about this guy, right? Probably this big channel. The oscillation, this Jerry Marcinski. What up, Mush memorized? No, I don't know if I have. Let's see. What about him? So what do we? So what stands out about this guy for you? To do the same with the laser, you have it projecting around. Yeah. So just so you know, the shape of the what the laser is doing makes influence does not influence the code whatsoever. It doesn't really matter the shape. At this point, it's conclusive. Shape of the thing, oscillation of the laser, the frequency of the laser, none of them make any difference. I would say that at this point, that part is pretty conclusive. Yeah, I have to see the video. I'm not sure how this would work. More questions that you guys might want me to ask Andres Gomez. What up, Vendolin? So yeah, if you guys want to share any ideas, feel free to come on. Just raise your hand on Discord, and I'll bring you up. And like I said, today's live is going to be relatively short. I am missing it. Share the link. Missing what? I'm confused. What up, Turtle? Good to see you, brother. Just your mind. I have a question for Andres, but it's too long for TikTok. Well, send it to me. Text it to me. Yeah, post on Discord to encourage more conversation about it. What up, agent? And thank you so much, guys, for all the likes on TikTok. It's very lovely. If you're on different platforms like YouTube, if you want to live, love, laugh, the live a like, it'll be highly appreciated. I'm very excited about that conversation. Should be great. Jamie is saying reality is about to go into 5D. Woohoo! The start of the reality. I met the Anunnaki through psilocybin mushrooms 4 years ago, and they are in my dreams every single night. I have a lot to share. Awesome. 22 watching, 11 likes. What 10 haters? That's funny. That's funny, Yoni. Come on, think of smart questions to ask an expert who's in one of the world's biggest experts in the phenomenology of these substances from a mathematical and geometric perspective. These questions should be not every day you get to talk to someone like that. So should be good questions. What does that even mean? That's funny. Like that song, My Computer Became Self-Aware. You know that song? Trevor or something? Yeah, Trevor Moore. Wait, where's the music video? Ah, here it is. No, not on Facebook. I'm not trying to go off. What? Dude, what? It doesn't exist on. Hold on. Hold on. Did they take it off YouTube? Crazy. Almost didn't give it to me. I don't know what Google is doing, man. There you go. That was way too long for this, but funny. There you go. Okay. What else? What else? I'm intelligent enough to know they're real. I believe you. I know that aliens are. I don't know if it's the Anunnakis. I don't know why you would assume that we know it's the Anunnakis. But I mean, yeah, I know that there's beings in these spaces for sure. Have you ever thought of that, like asking them to show you mathematics? Yeah, it doesn't work like that. They don't do these kind of things. I don't know if it's because they can't or they won't or it's simply not a translatable thing. But it seems like they're not allowed. Like you're supposed to evolve towards certain things. This is why I'm always highly suspicious when people tell me they downloaded some equations in that space. From my understanding, they can't do that. They don't do that. They can give you kind of like general kind of hints in a direction, but not to give you specifics. Can I be wrong about that? Yeah, but my impression so far is pretty strong about this. Actually, that they can't do this. And people would say, yeah, but somebody did. Well, unless this equation does something, you can actually prove that it does something and it's applicable to something in our space. No, they didn't. They just imagined something, or somebody just gave them something that's nonsensical. And because since most people don't know how to interact with equations of that level, most people will never check. Unavailable in Australia. What are you guys doing in Australia then? Come on, man. Agree, Joe. Seeing the codes that make up our reality is just many number in a room. It's a bit confusing. So what we see is usually not numbers. So it's interesting. Just like Bob on the street, someone could lie to you paranormally. Exactly. Anyone, what is these names means? Word means. What I mean. I would have to send it to you when I find it again. Mm-hmm. You have blocked me from doing that. I've never blocked you. Not really sure what you. I've never blocked you anywhere. I'm being glass. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You did you send it to me where on Discord? Like the geometry you see. Have you ever asked them to like change and manipulate it through mathematics? Yeah, no, they don't. Like I said, they don't do specifics. My experience was that So when are we going to 5D, Jamie? Let me see something here. What up, Halloween? Thank you so much, Halloween. I appreciate you. Was there something else you said, or in your vision of a Type 1 civilization, are you still factory farming animals? Oh no, for sure you find ways to do that. If people still want to do it, you print meat. People do this today even, which apparently tastes even better than regular meat. Just not economically sustainable yet, but it's already doable. You can print meat, so you need no suffering whatsoever. Sure, people might feel weirded out, but yeah, you can look it up. And they can make them just engineer them, so they can make them like super nutritious. They can even print the bone. They can. There's the grown, lab grown ones. No animals involved. They just basically grow tissue. And the other one is that they can print them. Am I vegan? No. I tried to be a vegetarian for a couple of years, and then I realized that it's just not for me. I was just like getting really, really weak. I don't think it's for everybody. I wrote a very intricate story of how I met the Anunnaki in the Discord. I posted it. I'm experiencing the takeoff into 5D at this very moment. Your live is replying to what I'm hearing in my reality. Yeah, so I've heard a lot of people kind of reporting these like awakenings and just letting you know right away, Jamie, that usually you're not going anywhere. Um, it doesn't mean that what you're experiencing is not real. I think it is real, but you're not going to 5D. You're basically like opening more channels, so you're receiving more information. Now, I don't have a way to actually know what you're exactly going through, but I've kind of saw a lot of reports of people doing this recently. So, in the last few years, so something tells me that it's probably a very similar process. Maybe yours is different. I'm not sure, but everything you're saying so far kind of checks all the boxes. Do you think animals are real, sentient, conscious? Yeah, of course they're conscious beings having true subjects. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love this question. Joe is asking, so what happens when we go to 5D? What is the benefit of it? Good question. What is even 4D? Yeah, why are we skipping 4? 4D is where the turkeys are. There you go. Overlord turkeys, that is. Sounds like makes sense. Didn't block me there. There's no way. Definitely blocked me or just decided to ignore it. I've not blocked you anywhere. So I don't again I'm asking you where did you send it? On Discord? Woohoo! Thank you, gang. Appreciate the gift. Nico is saying I was vegan for 3 years, but I was 20 pounds skinnier and couldn't keep the weight on. Yes, sir. Sounds like it tracks. Yeah, when I ate a steak and I felt so much better. I'm asking you the Ambient, you're crazy. Bro, you're crazy. I'm asking you a question. Answer my question. Where did you send it? Was it Discord? Meh. Was it Discord? Did you send it on Discord? Where did you send it from? Answer my question. That's a real question. Before you laugh at 5D stuff, every fiction is rooted in truth. Not true. So even if you don't like the source of their fiction, it's actually a fun story and might be true on some level. Sure. I did I say that I just told you that I think that I've heard a lot of people say this and I know that it's happening to them, but not that they're being uploaded to 5D. They can be mistaken about what they think is going on. You sent it to the ether. Oh, Instagram. Okay. Yeah, I'm not receiving those messages, so I didn't see you saying Instagram anywhere. Instagram, I barely ever check my messages, and I don't know if you're because I have a very small amount of text that I kind of keep alive that are like current and relevant to like a daily operation of everything I do. The rest of them are in general, and I, quite honest, you might be in there because I just haven't checked them in like months. I think so that didn't block you. It's just I don't have time to look through those. So the best way to get my attention, which I'm sure you know, is email and Discord. Those are the two viable ways. I'm always reiterating that if you're sharing stuff on Instagram, the chances I'm going to see it is very low. TikTok, Instagram, the chances are not good. There's just not enough time in my day to check these things. So if you want me to see something, send it on Discord. That's your best bet. I will see it the most. Turtle is going. Oh, I mean in general. The Simpsons and Family Guy, etc., are created by Anu and humans on Earth that make the episodes are NPCs. Have you seen the stuff with the Simpsons and ancient Egypt? Sorry, I can't. I'm just gonna move on. I can't. There are way too many rabbit holes that I don't want to necessarily climb into, Jamie. But I do appreciate you sharing. Truly, I just can't get into these. Joe is saying, I don't doubt any of the dimensional stories. I'm not laughing. I've just heard about all of these outwardly things that are going to happen, and magically things are better. There you go. Never seem to come to pass. Oh, never. Okay, yeah, never seem to come to pass. That's true. None of them seem to come to pass. I preach tensor and infinite dimensions. It's based on transformations relative to whatever. That's a good measure. Relative to whatever. I love it. JB saying there is a coffin of Merge Simpsons and statues of Homer Simpson and Bart Simpson. Turtle, that was my question. What? It said that I saw them. I did not. I did not open your text. I do not know what you're talking about. So I for sure didn't get any text from you anytime soon, anytime recently. Your texts are saying that I opened them and looked through them. That's impossible. I did not. I do not remember interacting with your text from Instagram in a long time. So, definitely didn't open them. So I don't know what your site is telling you. But anyways, you want me to see something? Just send it to Discord. It's very simple. Has Andres seen the code? No. So far, he did not have success. So hopefully, he'll be able to see it with 5 or something. He's not giving up, which is nice of him. Hey, Emily, how are you? Good to see you. Like my interview on Third Eye. Thank you so much. I'm working on a project right now, but hope you and I can have another chat early next year. Absolutely. Absolutely, we will. I think higher dimensional awareness, everybody should go follow Emily Moyer's podcast. I was on it a couple of times, right? Really great podcast. I really enjoy your content. Emily, last name Moyer. Emily Moyer. I think higher dimensional awareness is possible. That's what we get from meditation and focus and dreamscapes. So for me, lost in translation, always so many ways to take stuff. Yes. Now I understand that I know it's all really far out, but it's all part of a story God wrote reality to finish. Yeah, it's not that it's far out. Believe me, I can entertain far out. It's that there's too many variables there that are open for misunderstanding by anybody who's talking about these things. And unless there's some conversation about the specifics and how you're aware of what these things are and how they're unfolding, aside from just kind of general claims about it, there's too many twists and turns there that are just, you know, it's a trust me, bro, science, and it's not. It doesn't usually hold water, you know. Okay, guys, apologies, but today, like I said, today is going to be a relatively short live. I have to jump off, unfortunately. So yeah, if you guys want to follow me across platforms, it's Danny Goller on Instagram and TikTok. It's Goller Danny on X. It's Laser X83 on Twitch and Dango Thoughts on YouTube. Come join our membership program on Dango Thoughts, DANGO Thoughts, which gives you early access to all my content. I don't know why I do this when I say this. Early access to all my content. Realize I do this quite often. It gives you access to our weekly lives for members only, which we dive much deeper into all kinds of topics, and they're usually on Sundays. And if you sign up for the second tier and up, make sure you email me to the listed email so I can send you an invite to our monthly Zoom calls. You can also follow my new show on Spotify called 0 to 1 with Danny Goller, from Earthbound Minds to Cosmic Citizens. Again, it's 0 to 1 with Danny Goller on Spotify. Also, come check out our website, codeofreality.com, where we have the lasers and protocols and everything else. And get yourself a shirt, a mug, something really cool from YouTube, from the merch store, either with the core design or with the human first design, which denotes the attitude of treating each other as humans first before any political affiliation or your conviction you might have about reality. Also, you can join our wonderful Discord community. Just search for COR on Discord or Code of Reality, or find the links on YouTube and on TikTok in the link trees that exist there. And you can check out veilbreak.ai, where you can leave your protocols about the lasers and see other people's protocols as well. You can do this anonymously, by the way. And if you still want to donate to the film, to the Discovery film that Aaron Vennet, the director, is working on now in post-production, him and Chris Paris are both incredible producer and also one of the editors in the film. You can do so by finding the trailer for the film called The Discovery right here under this live on YouTube right now. Second link, or you can just search for it, The Discovery, on the Dango Thoughts channel on YouTube, and there's the GoFundMe page under that trailer where you can go and donate. In the description, if you donate over $1,000, you will automatically be added to the list of people that will all see the movie together for the first time ever in history. It will only happen once. It's going to be a pretty special event with Q&A and all kinds of behind the scenes. It's going to be a lot of fun. What else? Yeah, but if you any donation helps. So if you donate, then we will most definitely appreciate it very deeply, and you'll be part of creation a really wonderful film, because Aaron is really good at what he does, and it's going to be very enjoyable for people. I promise you that. I'm not going to do the Manny Moose thing today, well, because I got to kind of run, but we'll definitely do this tomorrow. I guess I can do this shortly. This is part of the pointing to persons of need. There's a good friend of mine, Maddie, whose son was born with a rare condition. You can see this. I just don't have time to explain the whole thing, but this is a real thing. This GoFundMe is not a scam. This is a friend of mine. And if you want to donate to this GoFundMe that I just listed on YouTube, please do so. Your money will go to good use because it's a real condition. You can see it in the GoFundMe page, and any dollar helps. And if you want to support his family in a different way, he is the owner of a small business of incredible hot sauce. If you just buy his hot sauce, you'll be supporting his family. So that's a good cause as well. Am I forgetting something? Yes, I am. I'm forgetting to thank our incredible moderator, Guru. I appreciate you, brother. You're always here no matter what. And you're making this so much easier with you. Thank you so much. Guru is our moderator here on YouTube and also on Discord. And thank you, Chris, as well, for being our moderator. He's just not with us here today. And of course, thank you so much for the audience members for making this channel what it is. Thank you so much for always showing up, asking questions, debating, keeping the spirits fun and high. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Across platforms, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Ciao. Good night, everyone.